Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into The Connection. I'm in 100.3 The Beat studio with the one, the only, the most talented and beautiful Laiya Sinclair. Tell us, how'd you get started?
Oh, I think working in radio. I've been working in radio at least for free since I was like 13 years old.
Okay.
Like when I was in high school, we had to like volunteer as part of like a community service, so I decided to volunteer at a radio station.
Okay.
So ever since then, I've been working in a radio station. Every summer, college internships, and I'm here like 15 years later.
So where'd you go to school at?
I went to Morgan State and I went to Clark Atlanta.
And which one did you like best? Or you can't really?
I can't really. They were two different schools. Like Morgan was more of like, Morgan was my hustling school because everybody that was at Morgan was like hustling. If you had a car, you know what I'm saying, you was doing big things. But when you went to Clark, it was in the middle of the Atlanta University Center, which is Morehouse, Spelman. So that was a little bit different. Like it was kind of a culture shock, but at the same time, it was cool because you saw more affluent, you know, people and stuff like that. But different experiences, both good schools. But I wanted to go away, so that's why I say Clark more because I was in Atlanta.
Now, what about the homecomings? Because I was able to attend Clark's homecoming this past year. Well,
Did
last
you?
Year.
I haven't been back since I left.
Because I went to a predominantly white school, so.
Oh, okay. So it was a little different for you.
The tailgating.
See, I'm from D.C., so we had Howard University's homecoming is infamous. So when I was in high school, we were always just acting like we went there. So
last week you were at the Grammys. How was that experience?
It was cool because, like, usually when I go, that was my first time going officially. Like for years, it started me going started kind of as me following my friends who were like already got a Grammy. They do a party like the Roots. Right. They do a party every year. So I was like, well, at least if I go to LA, I know I can go to their party. And they like, a lot of people come to their party, and I would do like interviews. That's how I would get all these interviews with people. And so this was the first year I went officially, like the job sent me, and I was in the media room, you know, and to be there and see how they set up was ill. The security check to get into the vicinity is ill. They go underneath your car and stuff. It was interesting, and to see like how E set up, you know, and to meet like Billy Bush and Kevin Frazier from Entertainment Tonight. It was cool.
It was real cool.
It was real cool.
Okay, so this leads me to my next question. Have you, or do you still get starstruck?
Yeah, Billy Bush. I get starstruck by weird people though, like Billy Bush, Ryan Seacrest. Like I was stalking with Ryan Seacrest because I just think he's like my idol on the low. Right. You know, because he's a hustler. But yeah, I get starstruck. I try to compose it, but yeah, I do. Yeah. So
do they ever leave you speechless?
Does anybody ever leave me speechless? I mean, there have been people that have left me speechless. I don't know. I get nervous a lot. Pretty much, I'm a nervous person, especially when I'm like interviewing people.
I can't tell because on the radio.
No, I'm like, and it's so nerve wracking because I want to say I have questions of my own, and I want to make sure that people are listening. This is the same. They're interested, and these are the same questions that they have in their mind. So I'm like thinking 50 dozen things. So yeah, I'm pretty much always nervous.
Now, for people wanting to get into radio, or the people that want to be right in this chair right here on the radio every day, what should they do? Or what should they, or what do they need to do?
I would say first, you know this medium and know how to do other things. Like when I first got into radio, I didn't want to be on the radio. Like I wanted to do production because I was like, it's never any females in production, so I wanted to make commercials and do all that. So I learned how to do that. I had that skill, and then, you know, other things led to other things. But I didn't start being on the air until like, I don't know, 4 years ago. I was producing like the Hot Boy show, you know what I mean? So I would say get in radio, but have a skill. Don't just think that you can talk, you know what I mean? Know how to do other things within here, because as you see, the medium is changing, and we don't even know if commercial radio is going to be around in 10 years. Due to satellite syndication. It's something to really think about.
Interesting. What brought you to Philly?
Well, when I graduated from Atlanta, I didn't want to stay in the South because I ain't a South chick. But I didn't want to go home to D.C. So I was like, where could I go that if my mom, my dad need me, I can get there quick, you know, but still. And I had my godmother here, who is Deanna Williams, who coincidentally has a show on 107.9, the sister station. But she's been in radio since before I was born. Like, she was the one that I looked to. She was here. She was like, come on, move down here with me and try to find a job. So I did that, and I got a job at a radio station doing promotions. Actually, I was working.